like a lady puts her picture of her before, and she was just okay. Then the other picture after ametengenezwa, she was sitting on a wheelchair, and then people are telling her ati heri huyu wako alikubaia Mercedes. Like, what do you guys mean?
This is Cousin Coded, conversations that actually matter.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us. This is another episode of the Cousin Coded podcast. We are so happy to have you here on our platforms. Thank you for those that are subscribing. I see you sharing, and I am really, really grateful. Asanteni sana for the support you've shown us. It is just really heartwarming. We really appreciate you guys. So karibuni sana to this other episode as we talk about a very interesting topic. It is interesting, and also maybe it will be controversial for people because, as we said, kila mtu has their own opinion. Our opinion here does not reflect everybody's opinion. We said we all have different opinions, and being here, Sisi, we're just sharing. Remember, this is a safe space. We just talk about life, about everything that is just happening. We share experiences. So do not take like we are giving our opinions or we are forcing our opinions on you. We're just giving it. We're just airing it because it is what we think. So today's topic is about social media and the relationship. Is social media affecting relationships in a good way or in a bad way? So joined by my cousin Koi again, and she will be helping me with this topic. So Koi, are you gonna introduce yourself again, Ama?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm not used to these setups, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here and to just have an interesting conversation. Give our opinions, as you've said, and just interact with our fans and our viewers.
Yeah, being the married one, she's at a marriage. Sisi wale wengine to
Did you have to do that face?
Right. So anyway, what do you think? First of all, there's a trend that has been going on online. You've seen that kijana kanichukua, kanitengeneza, and it gives, and you guys are just really funny because what is that? That no longer sounds like a gospel song anymore. Because what do you mean you're relating it to violence? So what would you say about that?
I think it's a way of, I'm taking it as a way of people healing, because ukichukuliwa, you were fine, you were all right, you had all the good things going on. Kutengenezwa is relative. So there's some who are sharing kutengenezwa in matters in a way that is a bit sad or unfortunate, and there kutengenezwa that is good. Maybe how you ni kama mwosho moja, it's like aerial. So vile ulikuwa and before and after is totally different, which is a good thing. So I'm taking it as a way of people healing through social media.
There's one comment that really cracked me up. Like a lady puts her picture of her before, and she was just okay. Then the other picture after ametengenezwa, she was sitting on a wheelchair, and then people are telling her ati heri huyu wako alikubaia Mercedes. Like, what do you guys mean? And that is, I don't know, this is what people call nowadays dark humor. So it's I agree, it's people just healing, like how Jurumi, whatever happened, but I hope we are learning from that. Because as I think I spoke about it in the first episode we did, marriage does not have to be that bad. If you're not happy in a relationship, if you're feeling like a relationship is not serving you, please just leave. Isifikie umetengenezwa ifikie that extent. It is, we don't advocate for GBV. If So and gentlemen, wacheni kutengeneza watu hivyo.
Hey, walikuwa wanatengeneza kabisa,
literally like you guys. So in this era of social media and people putting their relationships out there, because there are people who are out there like tunajua ins and outs of the relationship. What's your take?
I am of a different opinion. Having been married for several years now, people can't ruin what they don't know. So if you share too much, you then give society or the outside world a chance to poke in and kosoa watu makosa ama waharibu, because 90% of the time si kutengeneza, you are the one who tengeneza for yourself. But the more the much you share, expect as much criticism as possible. But you find social media is a bit differently based on what people post. So if you post positive things or whatever things you post, people will always comment. People will always have things to say.
True.
And majority of the time, we are emotional beings. You'll find something is said that does not sit right with you, and you end up feeling, na wajaniambia poa, ama what if niachane na huyu mtu, ama what if I leave this marriage, what if I go for somebody who maybe has money, or it then puts very different and bad feelings in you that were not even there. So at the end of the day, it's what are you putting out there? And if you're putting a match out there, on your marriage, on your relationships, on whatever, what is coming in? What is coming in terms of feedback and what people are saying to you, because it either makes or breaks, and 90% of the time it breaks. So have the courage and the wisdom, and be okay with, I'm putting this out. I know people will say this and this and this. I am okay with it. Be okay with what people will say.
Because at the end of the day, we are all human. And some negative comments will always get to you. Because and people will always compare. You know, huyu anafanya hivi, ule mwingine alikuwa anafanya hivi. So I'm also for the opinion, what people do not know, they will not break. So I think it is high time people learned to keep their anyway. In the other episodes we've spoken about, if it makes you happy, do it. But even as you're doing it, just know that people are gonna have opinions. And be open to receiving criticism and taking it positively, because at the end of the day, if you've decided that this is the relationship you want to be in, and you've decided to put it out there, if people do not find your partner attractive, because for you maybe your partner is attractive, to me he's not, and people will always talk. So if you're just open, be open, even as you post and put it out there, be very open. So I've seen in the recent days relationships that we've all been like vouching for breaking
and looking after.
And anyway, it maybe some of them are even speculations, because who told you they separated? They did not come out and tell you as guys that you've separated, and again I feel like there's a lot of pressure on people, we don't know what the dynamics of the relationship, we do not know. We do not know what these people have been going on in what has been going on in the relationship. But we are too quick to be telling these people, hey, vile hii marriage tunataka I work. Like we are putting so much pressure on them. If people have separated and the relationship has been out there, I think it is just important that we just keep quiet. Let people figure out their relationship on their own. Because why are we putting pressure on them to get back together if they do not want to? They shouldn't get back together because sisi fans tunataka warudiane. Right?
True.
Because
but social media is just a very different space, because you find that there are people who are there just to lie to you. Tumekosana ndio muongee, you know,
for the clout.
And then maybe that is what then brings them followers. Wanajua tukifanya hivi mtaongea, and you guys will bring traffic to our page or whatever. So it's very different. So before you even, in my opinion, before you even put something out on social media, be very okay that anything might come out of it. People will tell you things that you are not okay with, that some you're okay with, but be ready to take whatever it is. And I feel like most people in the Facebook, Instagram, especially Instagram and now TikTok, you feel the pressure because you are an influencer, you're someone who people know, you now owe people an explanation on so many things. I don't, as much as we are fans to that person, at times you get people explain things and you feel like, oh, that's a bit too much.
I know, So I love this lady, Shalonen. Yeah. You know, there's a time back then she was talking on her Insta stories about, you know, you see a couple online and you're like, couple goals. Mi naeza taka kuwa kama hao, you know. But one thing she said is people do not post the bad side of marriage. True. You know, the side where they're arguing about stuff. They always post the good days, where they're taking each other out on dinner, where they're hugging and they're being all malavidavi. But they do not post the other side.
And they're there.
And they are there. You know, she was telling people, there's no, you know, akuna marriage yenye people just agree on everything. No. There has to be that kanini of people disagree, you know.
And you're human.
And we are all human.
Yeah.
And you can imagine people have been brought up, umelelewa kwingine, your husband kwingine. So these are people, you're coming together with very different, you know, mindsets. Kila mtu akona idea yake of what they want. So I think history, a couple goals and all that.
Don't give yourself pressure.
Don't give yourself pressure.
And it's true what you're saying. 90% of the time, a married couple will not show you they're arguing or they disagreed about something. But you'll find you always seeing the perfect side of it.
Exactly.
But that other side that you don't know, don't assume that it's not there.
It is there.
It's there. And
it is there.
And that is what, in my opinion, that is what makes a healthy marriage. A healthy marriage is not the yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
There has to be room for what and disagree kidogo, you know. And there's always one who is you know, and that is the balance that people are looking for, because hatuwezi kwa sisi wote tuko hapa juu. Lazima kuna ule ako juu kidogo kuliko mwingine. Kuna ule upenda kushout kuliko ule mwingine. But at the end of the day, they know what they are doing. So sisi hapa nje ndio tunaonanga ati it's a perfect couple. But
we all have our days. But then again, you realize that even in a marriage, people have different personalities.
They do.
I have a very, very different personality from my husband. But there are instances where his other side of the personality will come up, and also mine comes up. Maybe his adventurous side, and you every day you get to learn your partner. You I can't say 100% know your husband. Every day you get to learn. Every day you get to be open to know this person better. And I don't know if the society teaches girls need to be aggressive, or even men need to be aggressive, because you see that aggression, it then brings so much friction and conflict. And you might find you have a good person, but your aggression ina throw someone off balance. Kabisa. Know who you're dealing with. Then be the best version of yourself based on how you've gelled in. And then society, when we were going through our premarital classes, we were taught the devil doesn't like marriages.
Of course.
So anytime there's something negative about a marriage that is thriving, everybody wants to take it and run with it and talk about it. But in essence, that is not God's desire for what a marriage is. And successful marriages and a happy marriage is different, and it's very happiness in a marriage is relative. Maybe happiness yangu ni we just sit and binge watch a movie. Maybe another couple, they just travel. It's different.
It's very
different. So maybe before you even overshare, know who your partner is. Then be the best version for each other. You only when you decide to settle down with someone, you've chosen that person with everything they have, and everything. Like I chose my husband, and I automatically chose you.
Mimi ndio niko.
I can't do away with the Georgina part of my husband's life because you're his blood.
Exactly.
And now that I have now come to the family, we automatically gel in. So maybe if I am an influencer, I need to be okay with the fact that you don't like being posted, or my husband doesn't like being posted, or you like being posted, so I will post you everywhere. Maybe you're an influencer and I don't like being posted. You understand? It is understanding people, understanding different scenarios of life, and then living according to that.
Let people strike a balance. Know where to draw boundaries. And also draw boundaries on what you consume online.
True.
Because there's a lot will be said, as we have said earlier. A lot will be said. People will critique you. Yani, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. As long as you've chosen to be public, we're jua too. People, and I think mostly we have normalized this, and it is very toxic. But people have become bullies online.
True.
People will just see, because this marriage is thriving, wacha niekeleka nini tu kidogo
ka comment ama kaudaku si ukweli,
because you've seen people watu wanaekelea. You remember that time Rapudo aliekelewa ati ameonekana na amebeba msichana sijui wapi,
and it's all a lie.
Yani why would you want to just break someone's marriage because una feel tu unaamka siku moja and you feel like you can just do it?
That's what I told you first. The devil doesn't like marriages. Every time they can poke something, a chance to do that, they'll definitely do
mtu
it.
Alitoka tuko, you just decide hapa nitaharibu by all means. We've normalized, but it is very toxic. People just need to give people grace. Unless people enjoy their marriages. Marriage is a beautiful thing.
And it takes work to build a happy marriage.
A lot of work.
So by the time you're coming to poke or say something negative, just know a lot of work goes behind the scenes to just be happy on your own terms, you and your partner. So don't be the person to ruin that.
Exactly.
Because a lot of work has gone. Ni kama kujenga nyumba. You start with the foundation, and then now the entire building is up. So the work you've done for your marriage is the foundation.
Because you imagine for people to have dated and dated for a whole year, married for 3 years, then just one day, one comment, and everything is just crumbling down. I think people just need to chill out.
And people need to be kind to people. Be kind. You don't have to always be the bearer of bad news. Always the person who has a mean comment, or God doesn't bless negativity.
Alafu, one thing that really gives me an ick is if you see someone's partner cheating and maybe you're not very, very close, why are you even putting it online? Why are you putting it out there? Like if you see something and you don't like, and this person maybe is your friend, or maybe if it is someone who is close, maybe you could talk to them, but again, is it even your business? It's not.
It's not. Like
don't be the person breaking people's marriages and relationships.
True. maybe at times some of the things people do, especially when you poke or when you say something negative about a marriage, you block your blessings. Yeah. Maybe God had a good person for you, but then again you've ruined that. So
even for you,
why would then God bless you yet you ruined somebody else's marriage? You understand? And marriage it's work. Before you see somebody out there smiling and sharing a happy life and all that, they've done a lot. They've done a lot for that. Yeah, they've done a lot for that marriage. And marriage is beautiful. Marriage is beautiful.
Marriage is beautiful.
And it should be beautiful. Yeah. You shouldn't be the place where you say, wacha nivumilie tu ama wacha nikae tu. You understand that kukaa tu.
Don't just car too.
Don't just car to have fun when you car.
You're also happy.
Yeah.
Make sure, as much as you want the marriage, make sure you're also happy.
Yeah.
Because your happiness will always, affect the relationship.
Yeah.
So
and it will always come first.
It will always.
Yeah.
And then I think it is very important for people in marriage to realize, I'm not giving advice because I'm not even in marriage.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let your personality don't change because you want to get into a marriage. Be yourself, because at the end of the day,
don't
shrink for someone. Exactly. At the end of the day, you are yourself, and your husband is himself. These are two people.
True.
You also need to bring out your personality so that hata usipotee, don't just shrink and you're just there for the marriage.
Yeah. I know I've said marriage works. It did works, but if it doesn't work for someone because of one reason or another, it is still very okay. Yeah. You need, at the end of the day, you need to give yourself so much grace. You don't have to be in a marriage just to tick a box or to show people that, I'm married. There's no gratification in you showing that you're married, yet you're not happy deep down, because you need to be happy. You need to be happy, and whatever definition of happiness it is to you, let it be.
Yeah. So that is it for this episode. An exciting one as well. We are learning. Remember, tulisema hii episode ni ya kulearn as we go.
And you learn until you're 80 years in marriage.
But you do not stop learning. You learn every day.
It's a school of life.
It is a school of life. Every day there's just something else new to learn.
Yeah.
So that is it for this episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for even being here. Find time and come to the next one.
Thank you.
So again, I will ask you guys, umeregister kama voter? Because tuko kadi. Please let us register as voters. There's a lot going on in our country that it just needs us to be very proactive in governance and all that. So please, chukueni voters card. Let's meet there. Tukutane huko kwanza, tukichukua voters card tupige story. In Lolongo, I think it's gonna be the 29th of this month. At the chief's office, there will be mass registration. So if you've not registered, please tukutane huko. Let's register as voters. Let us change our country, because at the end of the day, ni sisi tu. So I'll see you on the next one. I'm your host, Georgina Nduko.
Bye.